This has been the toughest year so far.
New data paints a grim picture on just how many people face food insecurity in our province. Alberta seeing a 73% increase in people visiting food banks since 2019. That's more than double the national average when it comes to the number of people accessing them compared to pre-pandemic levels. The data reflects March 2022 food bank usage. Edmonton's food bank says demand is even higher now, serving more than 30,000 people each month.
That could be your friends, your neighbors, a coworker. It's many people out there that are quietly needing help.
The cost of groceries is up across the province, forcing more and more people to turn to food banks for help.
Food banks aren't the answer to food insecurity. We are the gap filler. Without food banks, the reality is you'll have tens of thousands of Albertans without access to food at all.
Ariana Scott with Food Banks Alberta wants the government to treat it like a state of emergency and take immediate action. Alberta's opposition NDP echoing similar calls, demanding the governing UCP help families make ends meet.
They could start by putting in an emergency rate cap on utilities for the winter. They could put a cap on automobile insurance so Albertans, because Albertans are getting hit with increased costs to use the vehicles they rely on.
In response, the Alberta UCP says they provided $6 million to food banks during the pandemic and are calling on the federal government to lower everyday costs by removing the carbon tax, saying, quote, "All Canadians are facing higher costs of living, which is why our provincial government has tirelessly called on the federal government to take action as well." Edmonton's food bank says 1/3 of those who needed help in Alberta in March went to Edmonton's food bank. They're now hoping the community will lend a hand to help with the increased demand. In Edmonton, Laura Krause, City News.